Dead by Daylight. Welcome. Today we're playing the Huntress at the Wretched Shop. Let's see what we can do. This is not a live commentary. I'm recording this after. So let's see what's going to happen. I haven't played Dead by Daylight in a really long time, but since it's free this month, I decided to give it a shot with the Huntress. It was my favorite killer thus far. Saw that guy, so I just decided, hey, if you're not going to move, and whatever. Still not used to the lunge either. I thought I remembered it going a little bit further than it actually does, but I hit the wall there. This was just an awful chase until he decided to go through that window for whatever reason. Should have taken me to that blue hook, but didn't. Go back and see if that other guy was dumb enough to actually stay there, which he wasn't, so decided to just damage the generator. And we're on the hunt again. The perks we're using, I think, are just the basic Huntress perks on this one. This is before I went through my blood web and leveled everything up. Doing the tutorial gives you a lot, so I had a bunch to spend from that. If survivors enter the basement and I'm more than a certain number of meters away, I think it's 32 or something, then it's going to show me that they've done that, which is nice, because then when they go and look for items, that was a horrible throw. I knew that wasn't going to connect. Wish there was a way to cancel the hatchet throws, but I get why there's not. Not sure what that guy was doing, but he goes to the basement. But it'll show me when they enter the basement, when they leave, so if, as the Huntress, if possible, I want to take them to that basement so that it's easier for you to track them. You always want to take them to the back hook too, but I wasn't really sure how much time I had left with this guy, so I went for the side. Back hook just gives them a little extra time before they get out, I guess. So, best thing to do is get away from, because you have to be a certain number of meters away from the basement for it to activate. Like I said, I think it's about 32. Horrible attack there. Still getting used to the hatchets, which is the whole thing of the Huntress. And sometimes they're hard to hit. I know I don't hit any of them here, not that I remember. She dodges it pretty deftly. I wanted to check on this guy because I noticed he was getting low. I saw that guy's head there. He didn't actually go in. I figured he would go in and pick this guy up off the hook at least, but he didn't, so I just grabbed some hatchets. He might have been in that cabinet or something, I don't know, but I didn't stick around to look. And I'm coming down the stairs. I'm not sure where that guy ended up going. I didn't see him at the bottom of the steps, and I waited for him to come up, but he didn't. He must have zipped by me when I hit him there. I'm not sure. Generators all over the place going off, but they still have 5. I remembered you could damage them. The first round I played, I didn't. But I think my second match, I remembered you could damage those generators. Listen for if you see the pistons going, you go ahead and damage them up. Just patrolling generators. Getting stuck on trees. You know, real Huntress type stuff. Took me a while to find people here. Kind of wandering. They didn't seem to be going generators. They were like hiding or something. I was waiting for skill check fails and kinds of stuff, but they didn't get it. This one I thought I could damage for some reason. I couldn't. I guess I had recently damaged it and they hadn't made any more progress. But I sat there for 30 seconds trying to figure out why I couldn't damage it. there's Johnny. And I got the hit on it. This is where I hit my hatchet finally. I've been throwing them all day. And then finally on her, I line it up in the middle. And nail it there. And down her. That's why I like the Huntress. Because then once you initiate that chase, you can get that quick throw hatchet. And I think there's even a perk that makes them throw faster. Down him there. Oh, missed him. That was awful. And he gets out. And I try to throw a hatchet here at him, but he wouldn't come up. And then it went way high and missed. That was a fail, but could have been worse, I guess. So you gotta practice with the hatchets, and this was my second match, so they were just garbage throws. Now here I camped the hook just a little bit. Was waiting for him to come back since they were 3 survivors alive still, with 4 generators. I figured if they got a repair on one anyway, that they should be coming back for her, but they never did. I just kept looking for him. He didn't come back and save her, though. He didn't seem to want to help his friend. So then they finished this generator, so I went over there to check it out, rather. And the mist here. Thought maybe he went in the basement, so I checked it out. I think it was him messing up the generator here. So we damage it up. And then that's the sacrifice. I didn't remember that that's the sound it made when you sacrifice one, so I thought somebody got him off the hook at first, so I went over there and wasted more time learning the mechanics of the game. I see him here. I don't know if you could hear it, but I could hear the creak of the cabinet door, so I knew that's where he had gone. Run over. A little bit of lag there or something. Yank him out, and you're going in the basement. All the way to the back hook this time, just to be safe. Yeah, there you go. So they end up getting this generator here, and I kind of started to get a little nervous, but then this is kind of where it all went downhill. I mean, he was starting to die off, but it all kind of went downhill after this. The problem here was that the hatch opened up, and I had no idea where it was. So I started to remember that, oh my god, one survivor left, he's going to get the hatch. So I started kind of trying to look around for it, and I kept hearing this sound. And eventually I got wise that that might be the hatch, and so I moved to it. But I risked it here. I moved away and started looking at these generators, trying to find him. I wasn't sure if he would continue on generators or if he would try to find the hatch, but I figured sweeping generators once. I didn't know what else to do. Figured maybe I'd find the hatch sitting among the generators somewhere. But it's kind of another thing that I wasn't sure what the killer protocol should be, having not played in so long. Here we do find the hatch. Realize that sound was indeed the wind rushing through. I decided to camp it a little bit. I didn't know if he knew where it was, if I'd be able to go after him. I didn't know if he was right around the corner just watching me. So I ventured out a little to check, but stayed near the hatch here for a bit. Right around here we get a cue as he fixes this generator, so I move after him and spot him in here among the trees and close in for the kill. Enjoy.
Yeah.
And with that, the final survivor falls. And in our second match, we pick up the quad kill. Yeah. And we beat him with our axe a few times just for good measure.